Meet the brand new Samsung Galaxy S25 Edge, their brand new super sleek smartphone. But why does this phone exist, I hear you asking? Well, let's break this down. Now, in order to break this phone down, we also need to discuss the S25 Ultra, because think of these two phones as cousins. You know, they're not directly related like brother and sister, but they do share the same DNA. Now, the S25 Ultra is, you know, this specced out beast of a phone. You know, you've got maxed out camera, you've got an S Pen, you've got awesome battery, an absolute plethora of performance features. Now, the S25 Edge, on the other hand, is all about refinement, and it's more of a focused flagship experience. Now, when we do compare them, the most obvious difference is the thickness, size, and weight. So this is 5.8 millimeters, the S25 Edge. It's so much thinner and less bulky than the 25 Ultra, which means this S25 Edge is extremely pocketable. You know, you can hold it in your hand for long periods of time and not worry about it being heavy, hand fatigue. You know, it's a clever move from Samsung because you're happy to hold this for long periods. Now, camera-wise, they both have a 200 megapixel main camera and a 12 megapixel ultra-wide. Yes, the Edge doesn't have the far-reaching zoom as the S25 Ultra, but it does have a surprisingly capable 2x optical zoom, which is absolutely more than enough for, you know, daily use. Now, the DNA I mentioned at the beginning is under the hood because they both share the most powerful chipset there is, the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy. Both of these phones have that chipset. So whether you pick the Edge or the S25 Ultra, you're still going to get a stunningly awesome performance because of the Snapdragon chipset. And they both also have Quad HD Plus AMOLED 120Hz displays. Now, when it comes to the battery size, yes, there is definitely a trade-off because the battery is nowhere near as good as the S25 Ultra, but it's about what you prioritize. You know, if you want a phone that is super slim and sleek, then you're going to have to compromise on some features, like the battery. And because of the powerful nature of the Snapdragon chipset, that will naturally help the battery performance. So, you know, unless you're using it 24/7, the battery, you know, will probably do you. Now, I kept changing my mind about this phone, but I think I've come to the conclusion that this is a really clever, strategic move from Samsung. You know, while the S25 Ultra is about pushing all the boundaries of what a smartphone can do, while the S25 Edge is all about their premium, sleekness, and portable flagship experience. You know, both are S25s, but they both cater for different needs. Which one are you? Which camp are you in? S25 Ultra or the S25 Edge?